Hi friends, Kim Adamski here, HIV prevention specialist at the Hartford Gay and Lesbian Health Collective. I hope you're all staying warm, safe, and cozy. Right now, we're at the tail end of the UN's 16 Days of Activism against gender-based violence, an annual campaign since 1991 on the days leading up to Human Rights Day, which is December 10th, tomorrow. A lot of people take gender-based violence to mean only violence against women and girls. And women and girls do, unfortunately, experience high rates of violence. The World Health Organization reports that worldwide, almost 1/3 of women who have been in a relationship have experienced physical or sexual intimate partner violence. The rates are a little lower if you count only high-income countries like the United States, but even those have a reported rate of about 1 in 4. However, gender-based violence also includes violence against trans folks, and it's well documented that trans folks experience violence at higher rates than their cisgender counterparts. The 2015 Transgender Survey from the National Center for Transgender Equality shows that nearly half of respondents have been sexually assaulted in their lifetime. The rates are even higher for trans people of color, people with disabilities, and those who have experienced homelessness or done sex work. And as we know from our observance of Transgender Day of Remembrance last month, trans people are murdered at an alarming rate. In 2020 so far, at least 40 trans people have been reported murdered, according to the Human Rights Campaign. COVID-19 has also had an impact on gender-based violence. Domestic violence calls have increased since the COVID-19 outbreak began. Per the New York Times, Spain saw an 18% spike in calls. The French police have recorded a 30% increase. What can you do if you know someone who is experiencing domestic abuse? The Domestic Violence Hotline has some tips. First, help the victim document instances of abuse, find resources that can help their situation, and come up with a safety plan. If you witness domestic violence, it is important to consider your own safety before stepping in. There is safety in numbers, and in some cases, it may be best to call the police, although you should carefully consider the consequences of that action in an individual situation. If you're unable to intervene safely, think about asking the victim if everything's okay the following day and offering them resources like the number to a local domestic violence program. Are you the one experiencing abuse? If you're able to talk to family or friends to create a support network, this can help you get out of the situation. You can also call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Or if you're in the Hartford area, the Connecticut Coalition Against Domestic Violence at 888-774-2900. Tomorrow, the West Hartford Human Rights Commission is having a virtual celebration of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. That's on December 10th at 7:30 p.m. I'll post the link in the description. And as always, be well and be yourself.